Alright, this is video 4. We wanted to start a new page, so I started a new page and I called it Residuals. Alright, I want to graph this thing right here. And so on here I created a residual page. So you can see that right here I created a new query. So let's do this. Let's go up here and let's just copy this thing right here. Alright, copy this, Control copy, and go to here, Control V, there it is right there. Alright, and I want to freeze this, view, freeze, one row, there we go. And let's see here, I was going to send it over the page. Alright, so now I want to create, here's the information I need, okay. Now I need to create a y hat column. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to create y hat. Now why am I doing that? Well, let's see here. Go to our notes. The residual is y minus y hat. That's the residual. Okay, so I need to create a y hat to subtract it from the y. Excuse me. So I have my y hat, and let's see here. It is equal to, I go back to my correlation page. It is equal to this cell. Alright, so here we go. Plus this cell times, go back to my residuals, my x, because that was x, this is x, okay? And I'm going to, now I need to go in and put dollar signs for my y hat. So dollar sign here, dollar sign there, in front of my H, in front of my 3, is a row, columns of rows, again J, 3. That way it locks that one in right there. And so I hit enter, and voila. Now I bring this down, and those are my y hats. Alright, now I need to find y minus y hat. Y minus y hat. Oops. Screw that up. Let's do this. Y minus y hat. Alright. And so now I'm going to say equals, here's my y cell, minus my y hat cell. Enter, and voila. There we go. Alright. So that takes care of that. So now I need to graph these. I need to graph the x, I need to graph the y. Alright. So let's do this. There's a couple different ways to do it. So here we go. We're going to start a new chart. There we go. And now let's see here where we want to go. Well, we first want to label the x. First, let's build ourselves a scatter chart. So choose the scatter plot. There we go. Then we want to choose our x-axis. So I hit that, and I'm going to hit this little box right there. All right. Now I'm going to go to residuals, and I'm going to hit this column. All right. Started at A1. Alright, now you can see the whole column lights up, and hit OK. Now that's the x-axis. Now you need to do the y-axis. So we have a series, that's a series. Let's hit this, hit that same box, and we go back to residuals, and we want this y minus y hat. So just click the gray up here, and then start at 1, and then hit OK. And you can see it pops up. Now you might have to go over here and manipulate some stuff to get it. Mine popped up perfect, but you can see that there it is right there. And then let's call this the go to customize, and I want to call this residual plot. Alright, and you can put it down below here. Centered just fine. If you want. squished it, but you can see that there is a U into this thing. All right, since there is a U into this thing, problem I chose is not really the best. All right, and I put it in the notes as an example right there, U. Then this linear is not appropriate, and we'll have to deal with that later on down in here, just to let you know. But for now, we have our correlation. Now we need to start the standard estimate, the standard error. All right, and the standard error, where am I here? There it is this thing right here. The sum of those y minus y hat that we just calculated squared over n minus 2, so degrees of freedom twice removed, and the square root of that. So we're just going to start that right now. As you can see on mine, y minus y hat, that's the other one that I put on the example. All I did was take this and square it. That's what we're going to do in a second. Then I summed it up right here, and then I took the square root divided by n minus 2 right here. So I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. All right. So we're going to square this in just a second. So let's start it. Equals, I'm going to put it in parentheses. And then that's that. And yes, check that. So now over here I want the sum. All right. This is the sum. I'm just going to call something squared. I'm not really going to use this except for down below. And so let's say equals sum and voila. And then let's see, format number 2. There we go. And then now I'm going to have standard estimate error. What do they call it? Standard error. So equals square root. Oops. We're almost done with this video, by the way. Equals square root this divided by count. I gotta go get my count. My count was on correlations right there. I'll lock that into place. My dollar sign, dollar sign, dollar sign, and then that was minus 2 in the equation. Close it, then close it again, and hit enter, and there it is right there. And now I'm just gonna, I can format it any which way, and so this is the big one. Let's see here. Let's bring this down to 12. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Highlight. Yep. And then now I want to take this over and put it right here on my dashboard. And where did I put it on the last one? Match it up. S residuals equals standard error. Put it down here right at the top. So do the same thing. It's up to you. It's your dashboard. You guys decide. So S residuals. Equals, and merge these two. Equals residuals. There. I'm going to center that. There we go. And then right here, I'm going to say, I'm going to merge these. I'm going to sit there and say, oops. I got to have this symbol there, otherwise we won't like it. Standard error. Isn't that what it was. Yep, there it is. And so let's see here. There we go. So there's the creation of the residual plot with the standard error calculated right there for that. And that concludes video 4. Thank you.